This latest fintech trend is making it easier than ever to spend money you don't have. Buy now, pay later services are everywhere you go. But today, I want to make you think again before you make your next purchase and choose to pay in 3, 6, or 12 easy installments. Hi, my name is Rohit Das, and this channel is all about finding ways to get you to your most prepared self for life, finances, and career. Access to retail credit has got easier over time. Buy now, pay later, or BNPL in short, isn't new. It started with layaway programs in the 1850s, but today's version is different. During COVID-19, BNPL loans in the US from just 5 lenders expanded from $2 billion in 2019 to $24.2 billion in 2021. That's over 1,000% increase in just 2 years. The numbers are staggering. BNPL gross merchandise value, or GMV, in the US is projected to reach $172 billion in 2029 from $94 billion in 2023. So what's driving this increase? Beyond consumerism, which is relatively obvious, I think in recent years, BNPL providers have got really good at two things: making debt feel painless and better targeting potential customers. The average BNPL user in the US today is a relatively young Hispanic or Black person, often female, with household income between $20,000 and $50,000 US. It seems quite evident that BNPL providers have mastered the art of psychological triggers to bypass our logical thinking. They tap into 3 powerful psychological factors. First, instant gratification. Our brains are wired to prefer immediate rewards over future benefits. BNPL exploits this by removing the immediate pain of payment while giving us the instant pleasure of purchase. Second, cognitive bias. When a $400 purchase is broken into 4 easy payments of $100 each, our brains perceive it as less expensive, even though the math is exactly the same. This mental accounting trick makes spending feel less impactful. Third, the bandwagon effect, or FOMO. When we see others using BNPL, especially on social media, we're likely to follow suit, regardless of our financial situation. This is particularly powerful among young consumers. And we not only spend, we tend to spend more. The numbers tell the story. People spend 20% more when using BNPL compared to regular credit cards. And studies show that BNPL users are more likely to make hasty, premature, and unoptimized purchasing decisions that they later regret. Buy now, pay later is intrinsically designed to leverage our emotional vulnerabilities. They create a disconnect between our purchase decisions and financial consequences. It's putting your future self on the hook while your present self enjoys the dopamine hit of purchase. For example, when you're feeling low or stressed, BNPL makes it dangerously easy to engage in retail therapy. The problem? This leads to emotional lack of control, creating a conflict between immediate reward and negative consequences. And that's where the hidden dangers lie. BNPL, when used as a primary and preferred purchase mechanism, isn't about splitting payments anymore. It's actually changing how you think about spending. Let's see what's really happening behind those convenient payment plans. First, this loan stacking. It is now easy for BNPL users to have multiple loans active at once. But think about that: multiple payments, different due dates, various platforms. It's a recipe for financial chaos. Second, the credit impact is not clear to everyone. BNPL providers often advertise no credit check needed, but they won't necessarily tell you that non-payment can actually hurt your credit score. Make every payment on time and your credit score won't improve. Miss a payment, that negative mark could haunt your credit report for years. This may vary from country to country, but that's the general norm. Third, unlike traditional credit cards, in many countries, BNPL still operates in a relatively unregulated environment. This means fewer safeguards for you when things go wrong. Late fees can pile up very quickly, and some providers charge interest rates higher than traditional credit cards if you miss payments. Fourth, making purchases through BNPL sometimes gives people the false sense of financial security and control. BNPL users are typically younger, carry higher debt burdens, and have lower credit scores than traditional credit card users. They're also 4 times more likely to default on payments compared to credit card users. Let's look at an example. Laura, who works as a night security guard, used BNPL for a $200 pair of shoes. Seemed manageable at $50 per payment. Then she saw another deal and another. Before she knew it, she had 5 different BNPL payments hitting her account each month. This loan stacking is exactly what you don't want, but the BNPL business model relies on your coming back. They charge merchants between 2 and 8% per transaction, betting that you'll make that impulse purchase you wouldn't have made otherwise. And it works. Just like Laura, 70% of BNPL users admit that they're spending more than they would with other payment methods. So clearly, BNPL has the potential to take your fragile finances down a rabbit hole. But there are better ways to make purchases while continuing to strengthen your financial situation and build wealth instead of stalling it or even derailing it. First, embrace save now, buy later. Instead of splitting payments, split your savings goals. Set up a separate high-yield savings account specifically for planned purchases. If you want that $400 item, set up automatic transfers of $100 per month for 4 months. Your money also earns some interest while you save instead of costing you fees. Second, consider traditional layaway programs for bigger purchases. They still exist, and while it sounds old school, they still keep you out of debt. You get the item only after it's fully paid for, and there are usually no hidden fees or no credit card implications. Third, if you must finance a purchase, look at smarter options like 0% APR credit cards. With good credit, you can sometimes get 6 to 18 months of credit interest free. Plus, earn rewards on your purchase. Just be sure that you're fully adhering to the payment terms. Fourth, make full use of customer loyalty programs. Many retailers offer point systems that can significantly reduce purchase prices. For example, accumulating points during regular shopping can help fund those larger purchases later. Finally, wait for those big discount windows. Black Friday, Diwali, Prime Days. Sometimes the item that seems out of your budget may just be within reach because of those deep discounts, and that may just prevent you from taking that extra loan. These simple alternatives help you make purchases without trying to keep up with monthly payments that you probably cannot afford. There's no doubt BNPL is convenient, but the lifestyle of perpetual debt is neither fun nor cool, and sooner rather than later, it will overwhelm you. So start by doing these 3 things. If you have a BNPL app on your phone, delete it. Set up automatic savings for planned purchases and create a 30-day waiting period for non-essential buys. Wealth usually isn't built on borrowed money. It's built on smart decisions, delayed gratification, and consistent savings habits. Yes, you can use debt, which is also known as leverage, to build wealth, but that is true for appreciating assets like property and not when you take a loan to finance your next smartphone. If you can't afford something today, splitting the payment doesn't make it more affordable. It just makes it more dangerous to your financial future. The best way to buy something is still the old-fashioned way. Save first and then buy. See you on the next one.